Welcome to This Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to guide you through today's topic. We're diving into a highly specific, but honestly universally critical financial tool. Just imagine you're navigating a massive, high-stakes purchase. It's an exciting milestone, right? But it definitely brings a unique set of logistical challenges, especially when it comes to figuring out how to safely and securely transfer a massive amount of money. Think about that anxiety of closing on a new house, or making a huge down payment on a car, or even putting down a substantial security deposit for a new lease. The seller is waiting, all the paperwork is drawn up, but how do you actually hand over the money? A regular payment method just isn't going to cut it here. I mean, you can't exactly swipe a credit card for a house, and showing up with a briefcase full of cash? Yeah, not very practical. Or safe, for that matter. Okay, let's dive into this. When you're dealing with these massive transactions, a standard personal check carries way too much risk for the seller. See, a personal check draws directly from your personal account balance, which means the recipient basically just has to trust that you actually have enough money to cover it. If you don't, bam, that check bounces. And while person-to-person payment apps, like Zelle, are incredibly convenient for sending money to friends, they really aren't designed for massive real estate transactions. This is exactly where the cashier's check steps in as the ultimate heavyweight solution. Unlike a personal check, a cashier's check is guaranteed payment because it draws directly from the bank's own funds. So, here is our roadmap for today. We're going to cover 1, what a cashier's check actually is, 2, the preparation and prerequisites, 3, requesting your Citi check, 4, troubleshooting and urgent needs, 5, security and verification steps, and finally, 6, the conclusion and important disclaimers. Section 1. What is a cashier's check? By definition, a cashier's check is a check issued and guaranteed by your bank. It basically reverses the normal check writing process. When you ask for one, the bank immediately withdraws the money from your personal account, deposits those funds into its own internal general ledger, and then issues a brand new check drawn on its own funds. And because the bank sets that money aside right up front and a bank representative literally signs it, there is virtually zero risk of it bouncing. The seller knows for a fact that the money is guaranteed. Now, you might be wondering how this compares to a money order because people confuse these two all the time. Both guarantee funds, sure, but they are very different tools. You can buy a money order at a post office, a supermarket, or a retail store, and they usually cost less than $5. But here's the catch. Money orders generally cap out at around $1,000. That makes them great for small bills, but totally useless for buying a car. Cashier's checks, on the other hand, are issued exclusively by banks and credit unions and generally have no maximum limit whatsoever. They are the true heavyweights for large transfers. Section 2. Preparation and prerequisites. All right, so you can't just stroll into a bank and ask for a cashier's check empty-handed. First things first, you've got to present a valid, unexpired government-issued photo ID. We're talking a driver's license, state ID, or a passport. Second, the teller needs to access your account, so bring your Citi debit card and PIN, or at least have your account number ready to go. Third, and this is absolutely vital, you must have the exact legal name of the payee. And lastly, you must have sufficient, fully cleared funds already sitting in your account to cover both the face value of the check and any fees. So the crucial point is this. You literally must double and triple check your spelling before you even leave the house. Because cashier's checks are pre-printed and instantly backed by the bank's funds, errors cannot be corrected once the instrument has been generated. If you misspell the seller's name, you can't just cross it out and initial it like you would with a personal check. It's a whole ordeal. Section 3. Requesting your Citi check. The standard method for getting a consumer official check from Citibank is an in-person visit to a physical branch. But, pro tip, to make this even smoother, you can actually use Citi's online platform to schedule an in-person appointment with a banker ahead of time. Once you're at the teller window, the chronological protocol is super straightforward. Step 1, present that valid ID. Step 2, verify your account credentials. Step 3, provide that exact payee name and the transaction amount. And Step 4, the bank immediately debits your account and prints your guarantee check right there. And this brilliantly illustrates how Citi's relationship tiers actually work for depositors. If you're a client operating within their basic everyday banking segment, the standard administrative fee for an official check is $10. However, that fee completely vanishes if you maintain a premium account tier. For depositors in the Citi Priority, Citi Gold, or Citi Gold Private Client tiers, the fee for this check is entirely waived. Section 4. Troubleshooting and urgent needs. I really cannot stress this enough. You have to treat a cashier's check exactly like a stack of $100 bills. Unlike a personal check that you can easily just cancel online if it gets lost in the mail, losing a cashier's check is an absolute nightmare. It generally cannot be stopped instantly. If it goes missing, you must contact Citi, file a formal claim, and then face a seriously nerve-wracking waiting period that can take up to 90 days to resolve. You really, really want to hand this directly to your recipient whenever humanly possible. Section 5. Security and Verification Steps. I love this quote from Hannah Horvath, a certified financial planner at Bankrate, because it perfectly captures the core appeal here. She points out that the bank sets aside the money up front, which is exactly why they are the go-to standard for massive purchases. The recipient isn't trusting you personally. They are trusting Citibank's massive cash reserves. Furthermore, a cashier's check is actually way safer than a money order. Think about it. With a money order, you buy it totally blank, and you are responsible for filling out the pay to field yourself. If you drop a blank money order, anyone could potentially pick it up and cash it. But with a cashier's check, the bank teller prints the exact designated recipient's name directly onto the check right at the point of purchase. It completely eliminates the risk of some unauthorized person cashing it if it somehow falls out of your pocket. Section 6, Conclusion and Important Disclaimers. Let's move to our key takeaways and see how this all builds together. A cashier's check is basically the ultimate tool for large purchases because it's backed by Citi's own funds, meaning it absolutely will not bounce. To get one, you've got to visit a branch prepared with your ID, your account info, and the exact spelling of your payee. Expect a standard $10 fee, unless, of course, you hold one of those premium account tiers. And most importantly, safeguard it with your life. Treat it exactly like cash. Now for a quick but important reminder. While we've meticulously detailed these steps based on the source material, bank policies, procedures, and fees absolutely can and do change. You should always consult Citi's official resources or just call their customer service directly to verify the most current terms and conditions before you actually make your trip to the branch. So, I leave you with this final thought. Getting a cashier's check definitely requires a bit of legwork and meticulous attention to detail. But when you're sitting at the closing table for your absolute dream home, or you're about to pick up the keys to that new car, is the absolute peace of mind for both you and the seller worth that extra preparation? We certainly think so. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning, stay focused, and I'll see you next time.